Welcome to my channel. Today I'm doing a light tutorial, just something I thought about doing. So what I'm doing right now is I'm going over my skin with this blur stick. And I actually got this blur stick in today, well not today, a few days ago, with my play bag from Sephora. And they sent me this stick to test out. So I'm just putting it all over my face like they said to do in the instructions. And as you can see, it's like leaving a white coating over my face. So I'm going to go in with a sponge and just blend this in. I'm just blending it. Blending, blending, blending. I'm a little itchy. So, boom, I got that out the way. So, now it's time for some foundation. I'm going to use my silicone sponge. And, well, first I'm going to conceal. I'm sorry. So, what I'm going to do is conceal using my red and green concealers. So what I'm going to do now is conceal all my dark spots due from acne and like scarring from me popping my pimples and stuff like that. So let's get started. Alright, so don't forget to shake these up when you purchase these because they have a lot of oil in them. So what I'm going to do is I like decorating with these. It's so fun, like you can do so much with them. And once again, don't forget to shake them because they do have a lot of like oil or water, the water base that's in it. And I get up under here because I do tend to get dark spots up under where I get pimples and stuff. And what this red one does for me is it just covers everything, like any scars or marks I have. It covers it up really good. What I like to use the green one. So I'll go ahead and use some of this also. And I don't need too much of this. So what I'm going to do is blend out my color correctors to cover up any scars on my face. I'm going to use my silicone sponge. And here we go. As you can see, I am very red right now. Like, I would have full coverage makeup. Like, you're not gonna see no scars, dude. And one thing when you're using your silicone sponges, you don't have to use too much of what you're putting on because this really just smooths out with what you're putting on your skin. As you can see, other than when you're using a sponge, it will, like, the regular sponges will soak up the product And this is just keeping the product on top of your skin. It's not soaking up any product. So you don't need to use too much of this. And I think I use too much product when I'm using this silicone sponge or whatever. I'm just going to blend this out a little bit. Here is what I look like after applying my color correctors to cover up any discolorations. And I know I look crazy, but I really like using this because it covers up all my scars. Like, you can't see no acne scars at all. So that's why I do this. And as you can see, you see no scars. So now what it's time to do is apply my foundation. Alright, so what I'm doing is using this shape of silicone is just rubbing in my foundation. And I really love these because, like I said, it doesn't soak up your product like a brush or a regular sponge. So, and I like it, but I think I like my regular sponges and the brushes a little bit better because from it soaking up a little bit of your product, like this is just sitting on my face and it feels really yucky, and I don't like that feeling. But I'm not gonna lie, it does leave a flawless finish. So here we go. I'm not gonna lie, I did use a little bit too much of my red color corrector. So what I'm gonna do is go in with a powder foundation of my color and just go over it a little bit. I'm gonna use this brush and just kind of even out the redness. Because like I said, when you use your silicone, the silicone sponges or whatever they're called, you don't need to use too much product. And I think I use too much product. But as you can see, the silicone does make your makeup go on much smoother. Almost like the brushes, kind of, but just a little difference. Now what it's time to do is highlight and contour. Going in with my lightest shade of concealer. I'm going to shake it because this is brand new. I'm going to go under my eyes. The bridge of my nose. My forehead. Of course, the basic highlighting. My chin. And something else I seen on Instagram was the girl was going over her lips like this, which I usually hit the corners, but she did her whole lips, so I'm gonna try it. And I think what that just does is define your lips. So this is this brush to blend everything out and get that good highlight that I want. Now I am done highlighting, so here's what it looks like so far. So now what it's time to do is contour using my contour palettes. Using this is the contour brush. I absolutely love this brush because I can just bloop, bloop, just contour it out. So here we go. It's hard for me to choose which one I want to use sometimes, But you know what? I got a new contour palette, and I think I'm going to use this one instead of my old ones. So I just got this one, and let's see how it works. So going in with the darkest shade, the shade next to my skin. So I'm going to take it, and I don't know what's wrong with me today. Like, I'm using a lot of product. But guess what? I will blend it out, so it's okay. And I'm on my jawline. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to blend this out some, so get some of the product off my brush, and I just blend it out with my regular, with this brush that I applied it on with. And I just like to swish it. Swish, 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 swish. Now that I am done with the basic highlighting and contour, I'm just going to do some finishing touch-ups. And just touch up my eyebrows. I like them to look natural as possible, so I'm just going to lightly just blend it out just a little bit, like so. Just give it a natural look. And also I'm going to apply some lip liner and lip gloss. I'm going to use my brown. And outline these gorgeous lips. And I messed up a little bit, but I can fix that. And just to blend that out a little bit, I have the bottom of this on one of my other sticks and just blend that liner out so it's not too bulky and thick, like you look like you from like 1985. This color is Bare Nude. Instead of using a I might use a lip gloss, but I haven't used none of my lipsticks in a minute. I'm just blending this out with my fingers. Alrighty, so far what I did was I just went in and put some brown eyeliner up under. I put on some false lashes and some black liquid liner on top of my lashes, and I'm like baking right now. So what I'm gonna do is dust all this off. Yes, and I'm looking gorgeous already. And get this up under my eye, off under here. And here it is, and I am done. I'm going to add a little bit of shadow in between my eyes right here, just to give it a little shimmer. And I'm loving how I'm looking right now. It looks very, very good. I'm going to go in with a little bit of gold. You really can't see it that well right now, but once I take my picture, there it goes. And I am done with the fucking sleeve.